Did you know that your skin can show signs of diabetes? Indeed, your skin, the largest organ in your body, often reveals more than you might think, including clues about your overall health condition. It's like a canvas, painting a picture of what's happening inside your body, sometimes long before other symptoms appear. One such health condition that can leave its mark on this canvas is diabetes. From darkened patches to unexpected skin tags, there are numerous skin manifestations that could potentially indicate diabetes, particularly in individuals over 50 years old. Today, we're going to explore 10 specific signs on the skin that may suggest the presence of this widespread health issue. Each of these signs is a piece of the puzzle, helping to create a clearer picture of your health and potentially alerting you to the need for further investigation. So, are you ready to become more in tune with your body's language? Stay tuned as we delve into each of these signs. The first sign of diabetes on your skin is a darkened skin. This condition, known as Xanthomatosis nigricans, is quite distinct. Not just a general darkening, it's more like velvety patches that seem to be part of the skin, yet slightly different. Commonly, these patches appear in areas where the skin folds or creases, such as the neck, armpits, or groin. Here's where it gets interesting. Xanthomatosis nigricans is closely tied to insulin resistance, a key player in the development of type 2 diabetes. Insulin resistance causes your body's insulin to be less effective in lowering blood sugar. This, in turn, prompts your body to produce more insulin. As the insulin levels rise, skin cells start to multiply faster than usual, leading to the formation of these dark patches. So if you notice dark patches on your skin, it might be time to get your sugar levels checked. The next sign to look out for is skin tags. Now you might be wondering, what exactly are skin tags? Well, they're small, soft, flesh-colored growths that hang from the skin. They're benign and generally harmless, commonly found in areas where your skin folds, like your neck, armpits, or under your breasts. Here's where it gets interesting. Skin tags have been linked to diabetes. How so? Studies suggest that insulin resistance, a key factor in the development of type 2 diabetes, may promote the growth of skin tags. People with more skin tags were found to have higher insulin resistance, thus a higher risk of developing diabetes. It's important to note that skin tags are also common in older adults and people who are overweight or obese. But if you notice a sudden proliferation of skin tags, it's a good idea to get your blood sugar levels checked. Skin tags may seem harmless, but they could be an early warning sign of diabetes. Sign number 3 is yellow, red, or brown patches on the skin. Now, this isn't just an everyday skin discoloration or a simple rash. This is a condition known as necrobiosis lipoidica diabeticorum, or NLD for short. It's quite a mouthful, isn't it? But it's also quite serious. NLD manifests as patches on the skin that can be yellow, red, or brown, often with a shiny, almost waxy appearance. They usually appear on the lower legs but can crop up elsewhere too. And while they're not painful or itchy, they can become quite large and noticeable. What's the link to diabetes, you ask? Well, while not all people with NLD have diabetes, a significant portion do, and it's especially prevalent in women. In fact, about half of those with NLD also have diabetes, so it's a sign that shouldn't be dismissed lightly. While NLD is rare, it's important to take note if such patches appear on your skin. The fourth sign is blisters. Diabetic blisters, also known as bullosis diabeticorum, are quite rare, occurring in less than 1% of those with diabetes. However, their presence can be a telling sign of the condition. These blisters often appear on the hands, feet, legs, or forearms, and they're typically large, though painless. They may resemble burn blisters and are filled with a clear fluid. The exact cause of these blisters is unknown, but they're more common in people who have diabetic neuropathy, a condition that causes nerve damage due to high blood sugar levels. It's believed that the blisters might arise due to specific changes in the blood vessels that supply the skin. It's important to remember that while these blisters often heal on their own without leaving scars, they can put you at risk for secondary infections. Blisters are not typically a cause for concern, but in some cases, they might indicate diabetes. Sign number 5 is shin spots. These can be an indication of a condition known as diabetic dermopathy. Diabetic dermopathy presents as light brown, scaly patches that are often round or oval-shaped. They're most commonly found on the shins, hence the colloquial name, shin spots. While they may look concerning, these spots are usually harmless and don't cause discomfort or itching. Now, you might be wondering, how does this connect to diabetes? Well, these spots are believed to result from changes in the small blood vessels that supply the skin. These changes are often seen in people who have had diabetes for a long time or whose blood sugar levels are not well controlled. It's important to remember that while these spots are not harmful in themselves, they can be a sign that your diabetes is not well managed. If you notice these spots, especially on your shins, it could be a sign of diabetes. The sixth sign is thick skin. This isn't about being resilient to criticism, but rather a condition known as digital sclerosis. This condition, often linked to diabetes, is characterized by thick, tight skin that can make the joints of fingers and toes stiff and difficult to move. Now, you might be wondering how diabetes fits into all this. Well, high blood sugar levels over time can affect the skin, resulting in this hardened, waxy appearance. It's not just limited to your digits either. Some people experience it on larger areas like the arms, legs, or even the forehead. But here's the good news. It's not a permanent condition. With proper management of blood sugar levels, the skin can return to its normal texture. So, if you notice your skin thickening without a clear cause, it might be time to check your blood sugar levels. Thick skin, especially on your fingers and toes, can be a sign of diabetes. Sign number 7 is itchy skin. Now, we've all experienced the occasional itch, but persistent, bothersome itching might be more than just a minor annoyance. It could, in fact, be a sign of diabetes. This is due to a condition known as xerosis, which is simply a fancy term for dry skin. When someone has diabetes, their body is unable to properly regulate glucose, which can lead to dehydration. This dehydration can cause the skin to become dry and itchy. In addition, high blood sugar levels can cause inflammation and damage to the skin cells, further contributing to the itchiness. It's important to note that itchy skin alone doesn't necessarily mean you have diabetes. It could be the result of several other conditions, including dermatitis or even just dry weather. However, if you're struggling with persistent itchiness, particularly if you're also experiencing other symptoms like frequent urination or excessive thirst, it could be a sign that your body is having trouble regulating glucose. If you're constantly itching, diabetes might be the culprit. The 8th sign is discolored skin. This might manifest as patches of skin that are lighter than your usual skin tone. This condition is known as vitiligo. Vitiligo occurs when pigment-producing cells, or melanocytes, stop functioning or die. This results in the loss of skin color in patches, a distinct characteristic of vitiligo. Now, you might be wondering, what does this have to do with diabetes? Well, vitiligo is an autoimmune condition where the immune system mistakenly attacks part of the body as if it were a foreign invader. In the case of vitiligo, it's the melanocytes under attack. Diabetes, specifically type 1, is also an autoimmune condition. So there's a connection between the two. People with vitiligo are more likely to develop type 1 diabetes and vice versa. Therefore, if you notice such changes in your skin color, it could be a sign of underlying issues, including diabetes. Discolored skin is another sign to look out for. Sign number 9 is eruptive xanthomatosis. This condition may sound like something out of a science fiction novel, but it's all too real for some. Eruptive xanthomatosis is characterized by firm, yellow, pea-like enlargements in the skin. Each bump has a red halo and may itch intensely. The culprit behind this condition is uncontrolled diabetes. When there's too much fat in the blood due to high blood sugar levels, it can manifest on the skin in this unusual way. It's most commonly seen in young men with type 1 diabetes, but anyone with high blood sugar levels can experience it. These bumps usually appear on the buttocks, thighs, crooks of the elbows, or backs of the knees. They can also spring up on the back of the hands and feet, or even the scalp. Prompt treatment of your diabetes can clear up the bumps. Remember, early detection of these signs can lead to better management of diabetes. Eruptive xanthomatosis is a rare but telling sign of diabetes. The 10th and final sign is Granuloma annulare. This might sound like a mouthful, but it's actually a type of skin condition characterized by raised, ring-shaped areas on the skin. No need to fret. They're usually not painful or itchy, but their appearance can be quite noticeable. These circular bumps often appear on the hands, feet, or forearms, but can show up anywhere on the body. It's not fully understood why granuloma annulare occurs, but we do know it's more common in people with diabetes. Interestingly enough, it's not just the presence of these bumps that link granuloma annulare to diabetes. Research shows that people with this skin condition have a higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes. So if you notice these peculiar rings on your skin, it may be time to check your blood sugar levels. Remember, the skin doesn't lie. It often reveals what's happening inside your body. Granuloma annulare can be a clear sign of diabetes. So there you have it. the 10 signs of diabetes that can appear on your skin. From darkened skin to skin tags, yellow, red, or brown patches to blisters, each tells a story of what might be happening inside your body, particularly concerning your blood sugar levels. Shin spots, thick skin, itchy skin, discolored skin. These aren't mere inconveniences, but potential red flags that should never be ignored. And let's not forget the last signs we talked about: eruptive xanthomatosis and granuloma annulare, both of which can be quite alarming if not understood correctly. These signs underscore the importance of regular checkups and early detection. When it comes to managing diabetes, or any health condition for that matter, knowledge is power. The more aware you are of these signs, the better equipped you'll be to take action and seek professional help when needed. Remember, your skin can tell a lot about your health, so keep an eye out for these signs and consult your doctor if you notice any changes.